I don't know if I'm worse for thinking Australia was still a part of Europe or that the Australian Olympic breakdancing team would ever sort of have any reprisal from the last debacle of RayGun. My name's Albert. This is Vlogs About Nothing. Thank you so much for watching my channel. I really appreciate it. You know, every single day we get people on the channel. There's almost 500 videos, so let that blow your mind. Like Eve, the quote, the song, just the idea, not literally. But anyways, what is the deal with RayGun? So, all I'm saying is instead of WWJD, it should be like, what would RayGun do? So what would that be? WWRGD? What would RayGun do? WWRGD. Anyways, whatever she would do the opposite. So, I mean, I guess it's even opposite in the whole other version of the WW, right? In that typically you want to know what to do, but in this case, you can just remind yourself of what not to do. Listen, I I'm trying to live my life on the principle of nothing. This is public. This is true. This can't be more real. You know, I'm real focused like accomplishing my goal, and if it's the last thing I do, I will have accomplished this goal. You know, I guess it's the same kind of thing as I say, again, maybe 5 times in the first 2 minutes of the video. I'm trying to get off of that. I'm so focused on trying to get off of that, saying, that I look for things to talk about that just genuinely make me laugh or smile or hold back hysterical laughter and big grins, wide cheeks, wide as in like wide cheeks that way. If that's a joke that can be told without people getting all crazy. I don't know what I'm thinking lately, telling all these jokes. It's not, I've never really thought of myself as a comedian in the way of social commentary more than I've always just looked in the mirror and thought I was a joke kind of a thing. But hey, we all evolve in life. And so I'm taking it from the mirror to the screen in whatever kind of a way you're watching. But regardless, the thing is, RayGun was so forgettable that I forgot I was talking about RayGun again. So I'm gonna also let that be, some guidance into my life. No, I don't know, Albert, not at all. What are you talking about? Okay, this is what I'm talking about. RayGun is an Australian breakdancing woman. She seems like a nice woman. I'm not sure if she's trolling us. I don't know if anybody has convincing evidence to either answer, if there were two available answers. In this case, there's a lot of uncertainty and a lot of gray area, which is essentially the whole ideological representation of trolling in terms of I seen her video response. And I'm thinking to myself, I'm just not sure. I'm not sure if she's serious. I'm not sure if she really understands the seriousness of sort of, or if it doesn't matter to her, which I guess would make it really funny at the expense of an entire country. She has sort of successfully rickrolled. I would then argue maybe like the entire world in the biggest way possible. And it's sort of, is it weird that maybe I want that to be true? And if it is in her own way, just keep it to yourself, girl. Don't ever tell anybody what you've done in terms of just like you trolled the whole world. And again, I'm sure I'm not the only person out there wondering if her response was real, or like again, if, because she seems like a really nice person, but being a really nice person doesn't necessarily qualify you to compete with the best of all the athletes in the world, in theory, because when RayGun's out on that stage, it's just not as it should be for somebody to have practiced that long. I hope that in 5 years from now, I'm a little bit better at producing videos and making content. And I feel like if they're still the same in 5 years, I've got way bigger problems than I ever possibly could have imagined. And I am certain of that not being true, but I'm just saying, I just am saying, I don't know what I'm saying when it comes to RayGun, which again, I think is the ultimate brilliance of RayGun. Um, I, again, would also assume to myself that if the trolling is on this level and has inspired this sort of kind of discussion, I'm wondering where she got her PhD from. And I know this is kind of a low blow joke, but maybe I want to go to school there because if this woman really got a PhD, she was saying musicality a lot. I say a lot of words that make zero sense, and I am a complete loser of a person, so don't. I'm just saying that I'm really, really, I want to go to the school that she went to. That's me trolling. I'm not actually a troll. I might have hobbit feet, but Vlogs About Nothing is an actual program and it's an actual lifestyle. But RayGun, RayGun, whoa, what would RayGun do? Um, Again, where did she, who, who approved her thesis statement? Um, just like maybe a dissertation. I don't know. This again, you got the she was gyrating on the floor. I'm not sure. I'm not the best dancer, but I actually do like dancing, and that's not a trolling statement. I feel like any conversation you have, it doesn't matter. What matters is that RayGun just makes everything muddy. So I feel like if you ever want to be socially awkward on purpose with intent, you can discuss RayGun. There's so many people. The top comment on some of these videos, right, like, is people saying that people are trying to hey, she seems like a nice person again, and I don't think people are attacking her personally so much as an entire nation that decided the best breakdancer on the on the whole island there was RayGun. I just and also admittedly I'm really sorry to all my Australian friends over there if that is in fact the case and everything was genuine and authentic and RayGun just wasn't as good as all of the other dancers around the world. But I just again I really I mean it gets I'm frustrated right now at some point. It's like I want to talk about some real substance with the topic, but it's real hard to do when you're RayGun discussing, right? Just because again, if that was her real best attempt and if that was Australians' best effort to compete on a worldwide scale, with breakdancing, then maybe they just need to practice. Maybe RayGun just needs to practice more, but I don't think she's real interested in practicing, and I don't honestly think that she did a bad job. That she thinks she did a bad job, which again begs the question of all of its authenticity. And I think I'm done. I think RayGun has taken up a lot of my time in life. And again, if that is the case, Rick rolling is now going to be known as RayGunning. And I dare say that there should be a video made with the two, Rick rolling and RayGunning. Maybe an unstoppable duo of what do you call that? Anyways, endless laughter. That's what we can call it. We can laugh at that stuff. I'm not sure what we're laughing at, and I don't think we should feel bad for laughing at or with someone. Because again, RayGun is a household name, and it's not necessarily for the best of reasons, but she's also owning it. I hope that you guys have a really good night, and Australia, be better at breakdancing. I mean, I think the entire world just wants you to be a little bit better at breakdancing, so I mean, I hope you guys have a good night.